good terms with them, but they just gonna put you on red every day. You trying to be on yellow and green, but I was on red for 8 o'clock this morning. You got to stay woke. I ain't praying to this. I'm pro-black, but white folks still white.
Yes, sir.
And we gotta understand that. And I don't know why we keep fooling ourselves on these jobs like they love us, like they don't know. And I had to pull some of my folks to the side today and say, hey, y'all need this. What y'all got going on? Look at your skin. What y'all? You know they laughing at y'all. Like, get this together. All y'all need this little chick. That's what we here for. I mean, and that's the thing. I keep on telling you, if it don't affect your chick, it shouldn't affect you. Now, if it affect your chick, then you need to cut up. I'm just saying. I mean, that's up here. So, a lot of stuff is going on. So it says, stay in, what does it say, peace?
Stay on good terms.
Stay on good terms. Peace. And then the next thing says what?
Held together by love.
Held together by love. Go ahead.
Be ready with a meal or a bed when it's needed.
Okay. All right. So I just told you my coworker, single mom, got a 3-year-old, take care of Shane. The one I call Ghetto Fabulous at the Crew Park with Jordan on and Michael Jackson coat. Anyway, she got a 3-year-old daughter and a 7-year-old son. They lost everything. So everybody was like, Jeff, we want you to stop. We been a meeting, like, we just got this dude. I want you to pray. I said, we gonna pray, but where Ray? They said, we don't know where he's going. We don't know where he is. I said, well, y'all need to call him. So what we call Ray for? So he can write our check. We gonna pray. But she done lost everything. You see what I'm saying? But see, the saints guilty of being spiritual but not being practical. She lost everything. Okay, she know we praying for her. But she needs some clothes on her. Her children gotta have clothes on their back. They gotta have shoes on their feet. They still gotta go to daycare and school tomorrow. And they have lost everything. So praying at 2:30 this evening, that was good. But giving her some cash or a gift card to Walmart so she can start to rebuild sure help. Better than you calling on the Lord. Exactly. Well, she don't stay with her mom. She don't stay with her mom. I think that's what coming in here like she's about to teach her class. Come on, professor! Alright, so what's the next thing? What you said after that?
Some have extended hospitality to angels without ever knowing it.
Alright, so basically what the Hebrew writer said, hey, it's been some folk that you ain't did right, that you should have did right. And you didn't know you should have did it right. I ain't right. They said no. Don't get one more. So he says, offer hospitality, and what else to do? What you just said?
It says some have extended hospitality to angels without ever knowing it.
All right, what verse is that?
2.
All right, go ahead.
Regard prisoners as if you were in prison with them.
Hold on. Now, here's the problem that we have. And I don't understand how we that call ourselves saved don't have compassion for even folk that we know have done what they've been accused of. All right? Because at the end of the day, prisoners, murderers, liars, pedophiles, all these folk have family members that this stuff affects. And instead of us having compassion, we only have compassion when it happened to us. And I don't understand, can you help me with that type of Christianity? Because I've never been the person, like, let me just, we were having a conversation about the, what just happened, SEC championship. We have a conversation in the office. And so I knew what, like I say, I'm woke. My discernment on fleek now. And so you know, we had a conversation. They were like, well, Jeff, did you watch the halftime show? I said, no, I did not. And they were like, well, you know, we were, you know, these people, they were like, well, we were kind of lost. I said, well, what y'all didn't turn TV? Well, you know, we didn't know who that was, and it was a little, I said, just call it what it was. I said, it was a little too blackish for you. Well, I didn't want to say that, but yeah. I said, but can I tell you something? I said, I'm black and I didn't really like it. I said, so during halftime, I said, that ain't my cup of tea. I don't want to see no grown person with their pants hanging off their tail. I'm past that stage in my life. Like, I don't think that's, I said, so that's good for my children. I mean, that's they coming up, they got to go through that. I don't ostracize them for that, but I said, while that was on, I was doing something else, eating some wings or something, trying not to go to sleep. I said, but then you got to understand, I said, let me just put this in for free. I said, you been watching the news? Yeah, you been watching the news. I said, well, you know, Atlanta got a black mayor. I said, yeah. I said, she's female. And they said, yeah. I said, well, black folk run Atlanta. I said, so what you got is, we represent. I said, now we could have got Garth Brooks, but who want to see him? I mean, the folk in that area, ain't no Garth Brooks coming through there gonna sell out. They don't want to see that. So I taught them a lesson. And sometimes you gotta know what audience you have. And you gotta play to that audience. I say, they in Atlanta, they at the Falcon Stadium, we at the Dirty Bird. I mean, all this stuff ghetto. I said these all people. I said, so yeah, but it was the first time I was just thinking that they could have had somebody. I said, well, you know, why y'all have folk all the time? I said, let us shine. I said, huh? Yeah. Exactly. I mean, y'all sung the national anthem, even though Trump didn't know the words. Oh my God, did you see that? I mean, y'all sung the national anthem. We let us shine for halftime. Yeah. Oh my God. It's beautiful. All right. So, read the last thing you read to me.
Regard prisoners as if you were in prison with them.
All right. Regard prisoners as if you were in prison with them. Now, you ain't got to raise your hand if you ever been to jail. But one of the things that people don't understand about jail is you don't go to jail because you good. Everybody in there innocent. You go see them, oh, well, you know, I'm there, Anderson, you know, I went with the wrong, okay, whatever. All right. So, our penal system in the United States, and we just got to be honest, it's a business. It's a business. It's a multi-billion-dollar business. All right? And people say, you know, well, the white folks, you know, well, the white folks ain't making you do what you do. You're doing what you do because you want to do it. And then I have other people that are, you know, some of these people with dreadlocks and they, you know, all this kind of stuff. And they say, well, you know, they put the drugs in the neighborhood. I said, well, it's drugs at the north of the river. You just don't know about it. Do you know that the worst meth epidemic we ever had in this state is right out there on the UA? And you ain't heard nothing about it? You know why? Because the university got their own police department. They got their own 911. All that drug, they got their own, it's their own little city. You don't hear nothing about that out there. All right? So, we got to understand that the Bible says that we should treat those that have made mistakes just like it was us. Now, I don't know about you. You know, you've been to jail, been to prison, whatever. I ain't need to hear about that. I'm not here to judge. I stay in a judge-free zone. All right? I don't judge people. They call the judicial system, when you get in that system, you're a number, you ain't know your name and all that kind of stuff. But they call it the Department of Corrections. Now, Why did they call it the Department of Correction? Because something you didn't learn incorrectly. So you couldn't correct yourself on your own. So now we're going to tell you when to pee, when to eat, when to work, and when to lay down. Because when you have freedom, you couldn't handle it. So now we got to put you in this structured environment so you can learn correctly how to act when you get free. And that's all the penal system or the jail system or that is. Now, the Bible says that we should treat prisoners as it was us. Now, everybody can't go to prison. Everybody, no, that ain't everybody calling. That ain't my calling. I tell you, that's the first thing. I don't like it. They slam doors too hard. There's too many people. I go down to the metro every now and then. And, you know, I be thinking people out of town. And I walk through there, they be like, hey! I know everybody. I mean, they up to my day, I've been down here about 4 or 5 years. I'm waiting on my court date. Man, I thought you was in Chicago somewhere. You right down here on the west side at the metro. All right? So I don't go down there because I know, I mean, it does something to me when I see people that I know had a brain. Some of them I used to call out their paper sometimes. They down there made a mistake. All right? So, read it again. The Bible says what?
Regard prisoners as if you were in prison with them.
Wait. So, wait a minute now. The Bible says regard them as if you were in prison with them. Now, let's just say you in the prison with a murderer. You in the same cell, but you ain't do that. You did something else. How you gonna deal with that? I ain't gonna sleep well. I'm saying that right now. I'm scared. How you gonna deal? I'd rather be in the jail cell with the white collar people. Send me to the federal prison. Send me where the folks launder money. Yeah. You know, for those of you that know, in federal prison, in southeastern region, federal prison, some of them, not all of them, but the Piccadilly has the contract for most of the facilities. So they just tell you how, yeah, they eat good. That's federal. That's white collar. That's if I take you to Montgomery, and I take you on Maxwell Air Force Base, you would never know that that's a federal prison. But it is. Jesse Jackson's on it now. Right now. That's what he's doing his time for his white collar crime. I'm serious. Alright, yeah. That's what he is. Alright. So, how would you treat somebody? I mean, you in prison with somebody, you know you gotta be with them. What the Hebrew writer is trying to get us to see is back to what I said earlier. The ministry of compassion. Look at that person as you would want somebody to look at you. And then everybody entitled to a mistake. Y'all, hello?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, but I know what some of y'all saying, but I ain't killed nobody. No, you ain't killed nobody physically, but your tongue sure kill a lot of folk every day. So, all right, go ahead, read on to them.
Look on victims of abuse as if what happened to them had happened to you.
See, that's that compassion piece that is missing from a whole lot of folk. Like, we don't have compassion unless it happens directly or indirectly to us. I tell the reason that I'm so this is one thing that we gotta start doing. In African American church, we get relaxed. Like, okay, now you know in the Caucasian church, everybody that work with the youth got to have a background check. You work with youth in the white folks church, you gonna have a background check. Cause if you was a pedophile or anything like that, even though it was 30 years ago, they got a no nonsense tolerance. They don't tolerate it. Alright? And so what happens is let's say we know something detrimental about somebody. This is what we do. Now we say we know the Lord. But now we'll treat folk different. because they got a record, or we know something about them, and you sit right next to the person that probably done 50 times worse than them, but they just didn't get caught. Them most dangerous ones. All right. So we're dealing with this in the country, and we're gonna move on. I'm gonna give you these 4 points, and then we're gonna go. But we're dealing with this thing in the country. Here we have, here we have a, what the man name? Jeff Sessions. What is his job? Attorney General. Here we have a man that's trying to roll back. I mean, basically, y'all just gotta stay woke. Anything that Obama did positive, they just trying to just basically erase his total administration. That's all this about. They have an agenda. So here we are in California, the state that legalized marijuana. All right. And they got the statistics that say 80% of the marijuana that's on the street in 51 states, 80% of it come from California. All right. So now we got an attorney general saying we don't need to, you know, I'm thinking about, we're gonna sue them, we're gonna turn it back, we're gonna roll it back. But if 80% of what's going on in the street illegally is going over the United States, hello? Can't you make some money?
Well, it goes back to
just because I don't.
do it, but
Exactly. And this is the thing, and this is my argument about that. Well, take cigarettes off the market.
thank you. They work.
Take beer. Take wine. Well, we had some on Sunday, we just let it sit on the corner. Oh, yeah. What you finna say, what?
No, it goes back to gambling. You know, billions of dollars. Of course, like you said, you got over $1 billion up for grabs just this past week.
Man.
And you think of it, $1 billion up for grabs, it probably made $100 billion.
They did.
On the people purchasing and on the sales of snacks and everything else that people buy when they go to these places. However, our Christian self-righteous leaders are willing to watch that money leave the state because we don't gamble. But you still got the same hate in your heart.
You sure do.
You still got the same distaste and dislike in your
Right.
heart. And
It's down.
judgmental nature towards people,
Right.
but you're a Christian.
Yeah. That's true. It's wrong. All right. Read on. We get into verse 5 and 6. Read on. Go ahead, Janine.
You would go to 5 or read 4?
Read 4.
Okay. Honor marriage and guard the sacredness of sexual intimacy between wife and husband. God draws a firm line against casual and illicit sex.
We ain't gonna deal with verse 4 tonight.
That's why I said you want to go to 5.
Yeah. We ain't gonna deal. I had forgot about that verse. That's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. We just ain't gonna deal with that. This is our first night back, Saints. And we just gonna take it easy. I mean, I'll deal with what you say. Yeah. All right. So I'll deal with the first part because if I deal with the entire verse, it's gonna take too much time. But I'll deal with the first part that you said about guarding. Read that.
Honor marriage and guard the sacredness of
and what?
Sexual intimacy between wife and husband.
Honor marriage and what?
Guard the sacredness.
Guard the sacredness. Go ahead.
Of sexual intimacy between husband and wife.
All right. Now, I'll deal with that. I'm gonna deal with that real quick. All right. So it says honor marriage, right? And guard the sacredness of what you say?
Sexual intimacy.
Okay.
It just means there's more.
Yeah, it's talking about the immoral part, but it's really, that thing is really talking about when you, well, let me ask you something. How do you guard a marriage?
People have business.
Well, yeah, I mean, folk gonna be in your business anyway.
What I'm saying for is, I guess, that part.
Huh?
Sacredness of it.
The sacredness of it. All right, so when you talk about guarding a marriage, like, there are some folk that don't care what their spouse do. You know some folk like that? Like, they don't care. Like, they married, but it's open. All right? That's what he's talking about. He's talking about you got to guard the sacredness of the covenant that you have with the individual that you're with. Like, a husband, a wife ought to know that, what's the best way I say it? There's a thin line. I'm trying to be, what I'm saying is, every person that's in a covenant marriage wants to know that that person is willing to fight for them. In other words, that you ain't just gonna let me you ain't gonna let me get so far out here, you gonna pull us in.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna say, no, you ain't wearing that. I'm talking about when you guard. Because it's some stuff that I won't carry to wear behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Watch out.
But then it's other stuff that I'm guarding that. Cause that ain't for you. She walk in church, you be like, no, that ain't no church attack. No. Pull them off. Put them up on the scale. No, don't do that. All right. And so basically what he's saying is that the man, you supposed to look out for your wife, and not only that, but your wife's supposed to look out for your husband. Now, that don't mean that you jealous of everything. Guard means that you stay woke. That you pay attention to what's going on. Because we're living in a day where people's intentions are not pure. That there are some people that try to get close to you for ulterior motives. You think they're your friend, but actually, I'm glad I kept that right here. PG-13. You think they're your friend, but they trying to do something else. And disguise that in a friendship. All right? The other thing is when you say, when he talks about guarding, is because there are certain conversations that if you're in a covenant marriage with somebody, there are certain conversations that you don't need to have with the opposite sex. I'm teaching better than y'all respond. It's certain, even if it's your homeboy, I mean my best friend right there, she's the church. All right, there are certain conversations that I ain't having with her. All right, and I can't have with her. Not that ain't no hanky-panky stuff going on, but at the end of the day, she a female. All right, and so if I'm unloading on her, intimate, because people don't look at the other side of intimacy. Intimacy is more than a physical thing. You can be intimate with somebody with your mind. Sharing thoughts that you won't share with the person in your marriage that's supposed to be guarding you, and you got this person saying, well, you know, you won't talk to me, but you're talking to everybody else. Or you're talking to this person that's your friend. Yeah.
Watch out.
So when you talk about guarding, it's not, people look at it as, oh, well, you know, this person, well, my husband just jealous, my spouse just jealous. No, they guarding. Because let's just be honest. Some people don't have common sense. I'm serious. It's a female. Like, I mean, I see it all the time. I'm in the healthcare field. I'm in the hospital. I own weapon pants. You know, all that kind of stuff. I'm a decent guy. I dress decent or whatever, like a man. Just because I speak to you, health, that don't mean I want you. I mean, but in some people's mind, oh, he liked me. He gave me conversation. No, boo. Right. This is a part of the job. Right, I really don't want to talk to you. I don't. And so in those settings, you got to guard the marriage because it's sacred. And if you don't, other stuff will creep in. Don't take no one. And everybody say, well, you know, hey, that ain't going to never happen to me. That's when it's going to happen to you. Because you ain't woke, you sleep. And I get this when I'm counseling couple. Well, you know, my husband don't want me to be friends with no dude. You don't need to be friends with no dude that your husband ain't friends with. Exactly. You don't need to be no, and vice versa. Dudes, you don't need to be friends with no female that your wife ain't friends with. Y'all need to be cool. All right? Case in point. It's just like this. All right. Because I guard marriage, and because I take it seriously, okay, me and she in the church, we best friends. All right? If I tell Kara I'm somewhere, me and church, we somewhere with them getting something from the lady, all right? If I make another move other than where I told her I was going, and I'm with church, I'm going to call because I'm guarding the marriage. Because the street committee will see us somewhere and say, oh, they finna go to the hotel. Yeah. But if my spouse knows where I am, then my spouse, see, I was at my godmama's funeral. Not my godmama, my goddaddy's mama funeral Saturday. And the preacher said, you know, the folks in the church said we used to go together. She was 90-something years old, just playing. And so she told him, said, yeah, you know, the folks say you my girlfriend. He said, she told him, don't worry about that, Rev. Don't even worry about that. Let them talk. Let them say we girlfriend and boyfriend. You know who your wife is. You'll catch that. Yeah. All right. So guarding. I mean, I can do a whole series on guard, but I got to get to verse 5 and 6. All right. Any questions before I go with that? Because y'all want me to go to Gail Fanning. She got upset. No, I'm just playing. All right, so that's verse 4. Make note that I come back to that later on down the road. It's January. We got to get through income tax season. All right, verse 4. I can't make it. Okay. All right, verse 5. Verse 5 and 6 what we want to hang out at. Verse 5 says what?
Don't be obsessed with getting more material things. Be relaxed with what you have.
All right, see, that's a problem. A lot of folk are not satisfied with what they have. A lot of folk ain't satisfied with what they have. When you talk about being satisfied, now ain't nobody in here satisfied with the amount of money that you make in your check. We ain't satisfied with it. I don't care what you say. And even if we get some more money, it still ain't gonna be enough. Anybody here got enough money? I ain't got enough. I want all of it I can get. I'm telling you, I want all of it. But there comes a point in your life that you should get to a point that some stuff shouldn't even matter. Like you should get to a point where if you got it, you good. If you don't, you still good. But there are some people that you can tell when they ain't got no money because their attitude jacked up. Lamb, why you look like that?
I know.
Yeah. I mean, the Lord working on me. I mean, I'm better now. But, you know, when stuff tight in the house, like, some stuff, y'all heard me say it, like, paper towels and stuff like that, get a rag. I'd be like, get a rag. We need, listen, we in the middle of the month. We trying to stretch it through. I asked, I'm going down to y'all. Yo, we need some paper towels and we need some paper cups. Baby, y'all better get a rag. We try exactly. I'm telling you, I paid the water bill. Wash the towels on. Right? So you gotta be content with what you have. And there are a whole lot of people that are not content with what we have. Now we say we are content with what we have, but in actuality, if we were content with what we have, then why are you still trying to get stuff? I ain't content. I'm in the office with a millionaire every day. I'm literally sitting by him, we conversate, we text, we talk. This man owns one of the largest hospitals in Birmingham and just bought another one in Georgia and about to buy another one in South Carolina. All right? And he don't drive no Rolls Royce. He ain't wearing Gucci. He is Gucci. He Gucci for real. His car older than mine. I'm serious. Why? Because he's satisfied. He content. Because he's making money in his sleep. So he ain't got nothing to prove. He ain't got to prove to nobody by getting a certain status of a car that you got going on. Hello? Okay. Go ahead to the reverse. What you have? The middle of verse 5? Okay, go ahead.
It says, be relaxed with what you have.
Be relaxed with what you have. Be relaxed with what you have. Go ahead.
Since God assured us, I'll never let you down, never walk off and leave you.
All right, so we got to be relaxed with what we got. Now, I found this out, and I had to learn this the hard way. The problem with most people is they don't understand the principle of reaping and sowing. There was one time that I had after the 2.5 jobs and still had to borrow money from my mama who's retired and on disability. And I had almost 3 jobs. Y'all ain't hearing what I'm saying. I said I had to borrow money from my mama who had been retired at that time, 10 or 15 years, on disability and getting a retirement, and I had to borrow money to make ends meet, and I had 2.5 jobs. But guess what I wasn't doing? I wasn't giving God, man. About $20. If I thought about it. But as soon as I started doing what I need to do for him, stuff started happening. All right? So Nia sent me a text. When it was? Yesterday? Nia said, I'm waiting on my office to I'm just messing with you. So Nia said, I was about to throw something away. And someone told me to open my envelope. And there was a check in there, and I don't know where it came from, and I ain't trying to figure it out. But now, put it in your account and keep on going. All right? So, you gotta understand that God will, what you say? He's our helper. What else? You lost your place?
Be relaxed with what you have.
Yeah.
God assured us, I'll never let you down, never walk off and leave you.
He ain't gonna leave you. What verse is that?
5.
Do verse 6. And I'll be
The
done.
boldly quote, God is there ready to help. I'm fearless no matter what. Who or what can get to me.
All right, so here's the thing. You got to understand that whatever you're going through, that the Lord is your helper, and you ain't got to be scared of nobody. You know why? You know why the CEO like me? Because I ain't scared of him. I ain't got no money. But I tell them what's on the money. Listen, the other day, I mean, they sometimes folks do some stuff, and I hear we got this group thing, and sometimes you get on my nerves a little bit. And so we talking about a patient and something, and then one of the clinical director came on there and said, well, you know, we need to quit talking about this one here. We'll just talk about this Monday morning, and that's it. Basically, it's like shut up. So I came back on the group. Cause I'm talking to the nurse, affirming, you know, she thought she missed the lady in the dying process, and I was kind of affirming because she's a young nurse, just graduated, just got a license, all kind of stuff, so she don't want to make no mistake. So I'm on there as who I am, affirming that it's okay, you know, sometimes we miss stuff. And she come on there and pop in and say, we'll discuss it. We don't need to be discussing out here, we'll discuss it. And so I came back on the group and said, I called her name. I said, hey, remember we all grown on here. And a hush came over the group. And about 2 hours later, the CEO came and said something. And he said, well, I want to see Jeff and so-and-so in my office. Man, you know me, I ain't scared. Because you just read scripture. I mean, I ain't scared. I walk in authority. I simply said, what time? Came back and said it one time. I said, okay, all right. So, Monday morning came, you know, everybody, they all, because we had a mentor meeting, they all scared. Jeff, what you think they going to say? Oh, it don't matter. You ain't scared? Oh, you know I'm scared. I came here looking for a job, and I leave here looking for one. And I'm going to still eat if he tell me to leave. I said, but I ain't scared. So, we sat down in the office. Me and the person, they had this conversation. He said, well, first of all, you know, I value y'all, you know, professionalism and all that kind of stuff, but, you know, Jeff, it was wrong, you know, for you to say 75 people saw it. I said, well, it was wrong for her to basically say, shut up. I said, and there's a way. I said, and I'm going to tell you something. The problem is, the reason that we can't keep nurses is because of her attitude. But ain't everybody talking about that behind your back and her back, but I'm telling you what the issue is. All right? Guess what? He was like, okay, we'll deal with that. She looking crazy because she know what the deal is. I said, anything else? Because I got patience to see. No, Jeff, we good. All right. I walk out. Oh, everybody coming out and looking crazy. They mouth at me. I got 100 emails. Yeah, I'm all right. You know the reason I'm all right? Because I walk in authority. I ain't got to feel nobody. That's why he like me. Because this is what I need to tell y'all. When they know that you're going to state your claim and you ain't going to bag down, they'll love the hell out you. But if they know you're going to kiki and ha-ha and everything they say in front, they ain't got no respect for you. Exactly. That man respect me. And I said it right in front of her. The reason the reason we got a revolving door is because of your attitude. Get what? Since I said that, your attitude been good this week. Been so pleasant. I said, you're doing good this week. What up? All right. So, there are 4 things I want to tell you, and I'm done. You got to understand God's provision. All right? Write that down. God's provision. All right? Did we read verse 6 today? We did read verse 6, right? All right. So, I want to tell you that in his provision, God's provision, contentment is not getting what you want, but it's wanting what you already have. Did y'all get that? Contentment is not getting what you want, but wanting what you already have. All right? 1 Timothy 6 talks about godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing in this world, and in service we carry nothing out. And having food and raiment, all that kind of stuff. But if you know Jesus Christ, you have contentment. All right? And so if you got clothes on your back and you got something to eat, then you're rich. You're rich, man. I told y'all. Some of y'all need to go out of the state. Y'all don't understand. Y'all need to go out of these United States and understand in the year 2018 that there are people living with no electricity and no running water. And they're grateful. Man, when I went to Haiti, these folks ain't got no shoes on their feet. They walk around talking to me because they thought I was Haitian. I'm talking about just happy. I'm over here like, but they happy. And understand that because we are you. If you were born with electricity, then you don't appreciate not having none. But when you go somewhere else, so you got to understand that God, His provision, you got to be content. All right. The second thing you got to understand is about His companionship and His presence. Now, I don't know what we're gonna face this year. I don't know what you're gonna face this year, but it's one thing I know. His word says that He won't leave us. All right. And so that's what we got to understand. That's the promise that we got to stand on. And every time. And here's the thing. I'm a faith walker. I don't let folk just do me in a kind of way. I don't let folk try to dupe me into doing stuff. I walk in authority. I'll tell you in a minute. Not what you say I can't do. That's what God say I can do. Because you can tell me all day what I can't have. But if God say I can have it, I can have it. Because you ain't God. All right? And so you gotta learn that this year, even though you may face some opposition, you may face some trial, you may face some tribulation, you gotta understand that whatever you're going through, He's gonna be there with you, and you gotta have that assurance. And here's the thing, and here's what grieves my spirit and hurts my heart, that some of you come to Bible study, some of you come to prayer meetings, some of you come to Sunday school, some of you come to church, you barely miss, but when something happens, you act irrational. It shows how immature you are in your spiritual walk with God. And it grieves me. I'm like, well, what are you getting? What are you doing? It's when you go through stuff that you got to put this stuff that you have heard, taught, and preached, you got to put it into practice. You got to understand that if He says no weapon formed, the weapons gonna come. All right, so you should expect that. And this thing about folk talking about you, folk lying on you, they saying this, they saying that. Get over it. Do you realize that folk that ain't about nothing, they ain't saying nothing about it? Folk that don't, they ain't talking about that. All right? Now, Trump loves, I think he just tweets just so he can take over the news. He's manipulative. That's the anointing that he flows in. All right? Third, so you got His provision, you got His presence, and then He gives us the promise. In Hebrews, he says, a promise is no better than the one who makes it. He said, I'll never leave you nor forsake you. It's the omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent God. And this is the confidence of His promise. And this year, when you say, God, I don't have the strength, God will answer, I will never leave you nor forsake you. When you say, God, I'm afraid of what's going to happen, the omnipresent God says, I'll never leave you or forsake you. When you say, God, I don't know what to do, the omniscient God will respond and say, I'll never leave you nor forsake you. So you got to understand, listen, God ain't no lie. If He say He going to do something, He going to do it. All right? And I understand more that, it's just not a cliche, it's real. He may not come when you want him, but He's right on time. He is always on time. But you got to understand His promise. So we got His promise, we got His presence, we got His provision. Now, look at His protection in verse 6. So that we may boldly say that the Lord is my helper, and I will not fear what man shall do unto me. Oh, listen, man they can do whatever they want to do. A lot of folks have issues with Jeff Thompson because I don't laugh when ain't nothing funny. I'm straight up. What you see is what you get. I ain't one way in the pulpit and one way out there. What you see is what you get. And a lot of folks don't like that. And I ain't got time. I'm too old to be trying to tell you lies and appease your ego. If you want your ego stroked, pay somebody to do that. We ain't got time for that. Folk dying and going to hell. And so you got to understand that if the Lord is our helper, then whatever going to happen to us or whoever tries to harm us is not going to work because He says that I'll be there. Now, I don't know what you're going to go through this year, like I said. But I know what you need to say is whatever you go through, that the Lord is your helper. And I want to say this. and y'all don't have to hear me, but watch the people in your life that always tell you the negative of what people say and not the positive. You mean tell me this your best friend or this your friend girl, and the only thing they can come back and report to you is what folks say negative about you? You mean they ain't saying nothing good about you? Watch that. People say, well, I got to discern the spirit. No, you don't. You don't have a discerning spirit if you allow people to continue to bring you negativity about they said. Who the hell is they? If you my friend, Rob, you need to tell me. Andrea, she ain't gonna say that no way. That ain't no good example. Well, you know, I heard, you know. Now tell me. Because the Bible says, mark them. See, that's part. See, we want to take what we want for the Bible and we want to make it fit, Jerome, what we want to fit. But the Bible actually says, mark those that cause division among you. Right. In other words, if Robert is Nick's enemy, don't you think Nick need to know? Right. He don't need to be around his enemy and his enemy front like he a friend. That's a frenemy. Right. I'm done. Me and my sister had a conversation the other day, and she was saying, she said,